around the Men's Mental Health magazine. It was being June. It was put on the wall. And then after the panel discussion, we're going to have a talk by our chief guests. And then I'm going to take you through some networking rounds. That was just an introduction, guys, yeah? You still haven't met people. You know, there's knowing someone and then there's meeting someone, yeah? That is true, yeah? Yes, you are professionals. For those who are professionals, you know these questions you ask. Nowadays I see on Instagram, 36 questions to know someone deeper. I hope you guys are not recommending people those things that are on Instagram, yeah? Nasikia maneno mzito kweli aha. What other feelings? You guess wewe. Ecstatic, aha. Jirani yako alikwambia anafeel aje? Alisema anafeel aje? Excited. Twice. Oh, so anafeel excited alafu excited tena. So excited. Oh, then happy. Happy and excited. Oh, that's a good combination. What does your neighbor feel? Happy. Hey. Nimesikia static, happy, nostalgic. Natafuta mali kunakaa kuwa na kizungumzito kidogo. Amefika from Nyanza. You know, we use big words to describe everything. Unaweza kuwa unasikia tu. Can I get a feeling what happened? Just one. All right. What part we are in? What did your neighbor feel? Chill. Ooh, it's a good one. All right. Let's appreciate ourselves one more time. All right. So allow me now to invite Nina Kenya to give us the welcoming remarks. A big round of applause for her.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? How are we doing? Alright, so my name is Kenya. I think I've interacted with several of us online. I want to take this chance to welcome you to our very first awarding ceremony. That is the SMH Awards 2025. We're very happy to have you joining us, and I want to firstly congratulate all nominees and the winners will be appreciated today. And for everyone who is here, you are also a winner for joining us. I won't talk much about what some mental health is. I know we have people joining us for the very first time. One of our team leads will be joining us in a few to just give us an overview of what some mental health is all about. So I want to welcome you to this special occasion where we are not only gathering to celebrate achievement, but to also recognize the dedication, resilience, and excellence that has brought us together. And we are hoping it won't be a very one day off event. We are hoping to be seeing you and engaging.
Done, like you on paper and the policies that you have, you're saying this should be available, but Mutuku ground, those things are not available. So of course, it gets to a point where if you're continually, like, especially as an individual, you're pushing for something, it's not happening. If as a group of people you come together and are pushing for something and things either seem to get worse, chances are people may give up and choose to just accept things are. And it also bottoms down to power, who has power. And power doesn't necessarily just have to mean leadership power. Sometimes people have power in the sense that the connections that I have, I may not necessarily have money or capital, but the people I know are able to make things happen. And like it or not, we all have some level of power and also privilege, We don't usually think of it, but we have some level of power and privilege. And we are actually being called upon to use our power and privilege to help address and help, press on and in helping address the social issues that we're experiencing.
Thank you so much, Liz, for that. So maybe when the MC was trying to check us in, there's one lady, a support system, who said, say community equal, story different, yeah? And it's true. And I think it's Catherine. It should be Catherine, the support system for Catherine. That's what she said, that right now in the community, what wanna Missouri, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have seen on your side how they're responding to things differently, but I'll push this to Mr. Micah. In the storytelling, as a storyteller, I've also seen your profile that there are some spaces that belong to the community. I don't know what kind of things that come around, the common things that you have been able to capture in the storytelling sessions.
Much, Nora. I'd like to respond to the question of the themes that are coming up. And I like the question about the themes because I've written a book. How many of you have written a book, Sama? Or at least thinking about writing a book? I really have a tough audience right now. I have one or two people who have written or thinking of writing a book. One of the things, so my book that I just mentioned that I'm currently working on is called The Power of, the Place of Metaphors, Stories, and Similes in Mental Health. And I kind of like what my friend is saying over here. Life is never too serious. There is something about mental health that, like, the theme that we allocated mental health as something so bad, which has like contributed the stigma that.
Is a community of digital society, and is going through a generational gap. There's the Gen X who do not know why people are always on the phone. There are the millennials who are trying to catch up with AI, and then there's the Gen Z who are now the tech guys, and there's also the Gen Alpha who are coming up. So I don't know how you're feeling this is going to shape the future of community mental health.
Thanks, Nora. And we have to accept that digital and technological advances are part of life. However, we also have to be very intentional with using them. Currently, I'm reading a book called Minimal Digitalism, and it's very interesting because the person who's written the book is actually like a professor in the IT world. So all these things are not foreign to him, and he's actually encouraging people, are we using these apps, are we using these profiles to sort of help, like if it's connections, are they helping us in making those connections in the sense that we organize like for either outings or social gatherings, but not just limit them to the online space, but also physical, or have we delegated everything to digital? So this only works when it's very intentional, because if we use the digital space without the intentionality, without having like what is our goal, what are our objectives when we create this Facebook page, or when we create this maybe WhatsApp group to have these conversations on community well-being. So we start with intentionality and also capitalize on how we can actually use the digital platform to mobilize people, get people to be organized. I think that's what also started with the Maandamanos. People actually organized themselves through the digital platform and made it like now the physical reality of people showing up. So it's a very good space to push, individual and collective well-being, where we have intentional spaces, where we have people using them, like using the digital space as, an assistant to, but not completely relegating everything to the digital space. If it's possible to meet physically, I would encourage that. I think there's a power in face-to-face just encounters. If it's not possible, then make it like as interactive as possible. Maybe video meetings, not just audio calls, but seeing how we can, let it be complementary to the traditional, what we talk about, like people would meet and sit.
policemen went, when no one, but you see what happens. That is the kind of man we are raising. You know, the kind of man who is going to be our boss, the kind of man who is going to be our husband, who's going to be the leader we are having. And what does that mean? It means they'll be suppressing emotion, but they'll be coming out as behavior. And you'll find, I would say, like last year, the high rate of suicide was from men. And it's because of the cost of vulnerability. If you go to the rehabs, the most high number is for men. So today we are changing that narrative. The room is afraid. So we are going up to our Q&A. So if somebody has a question.
Before I ask my question, I'd like to say this. When we see the generation, and my question is almost related to that. When we see this house full of the Gen Zs, I think we have a lot. Nora. So my question goes directly to Faith. You answered it in a different way, but I want you to put it very clear because we might have individuals. We have students who are pursuing psychology here, and they might want to divert their attention to the community psychology. And my question is this, what role can community psychology play in addressing global issues like climate change, migrations, and digital inequalities?
There is a team, and the team is preparing to bring their work to Faith. I don't know who among you will. 2-3 sentences.
Hi cousins. Hi. What's up? Simchachishe kidogo wazi. Yeah, thank you so much. We are very privileged to be here. We are here on behalf of DAV Mental Health Hospital. We are very passionate about treatment, and some of us actually in recovery. Yeah. My name is Michael Andachi, and I am recovering from substance use.
Congratulations, and they're looking awesome. Yes. We're looking at something more. You can come this set so that you can capture the whole of sound mental health. Hapo ni kama tunachungulia. Congratulations, Sheila. Continue. Congratulations. The other category, Mr. Maika, you'll be coming forward.
Can you start by introducing yourself?
Well, thank you so much. I'm James Serem. I'm a founder of a Man Must Cry mental health movement in Africa. And it is deeply rooted in my lived experiences with mental health, an initiative that is championing for men's mental health within the African context, and we're trying to make it, go globally by just shifting the narrative from being a straight man or from being a man to be human, for us to express, feel connected, get the necessary support that we want as men, those just to take care of our mental health and our well-being. Thank you.
Okay. So how did you find the event for today?
Well, I'll say it was more of a transformative event, life-changing when it comes to mental health, because I keep on saying we need to keep on making noise, so that we can shape the future of mental health within the African context. So, in general, the event was really very, very crucial in terms of networking. It wasn't just collaborating and exchanging about with my peers and those who are doing serious staff concerning mental health within their spaces.
Okay, so you've talked about the event being life-changing. How can you say this event has changed your perception of mental health right now?
Well, I'll say we need to do much when it comes to advocating for mental health, and we need to see how best we can co-create so that we don't work for people or for the community, but we work with people and the community, and also just trying to embrace this approach whereby we have a participatory kind of model whereby we involve each and everyone when it comes to deciding, let me say, the mental health solution that speaks our language and builds our art within the community. Because I'll say mental health is not something that you can replace. Because what works for other people, what always works for us. So we need to design the local solutions for the local problems that speak our culture, speak the art of our community moving forward.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, hi, I'm Ibrahim Oyogi. I'm a fashion model and also a very passionate mental health advocate.
Okay, so how did you find the event today?
Actually, the event is amazing. I've met amazing people, and also the panel discussions, everything is just good. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a bit about the Sound magazine.
Okay, this is Fundamental Health male magazine, men's mental health magazine. I believe if it's not the first, it's among the very first men's mental health magazines in the entire country. Yeah.
So what does it consist of? What is the main aim of publishing it?
Okay, the main aim was we wanted to do something which has not been done yet. Yeah, we wanted to have the blueprint of this. So we decided to do this men's mental health magazine as part of our organization's events. We wanted to channel real experiences from men and also their women too who contributed in it. So necessarily we have the whole view of the society on it.
Okay, and finally, you've mentioned about experience. Do you think we need more awareness events like this? And if so, why?
Yeah, I believe we need more of them because we have to debunk the myth which has been planted in our parents and the generations before us. So we really need to sensitize everyone, including those generations and generations to come. So at least we could create a very conducive environment for men and necessarily men in terms of mental health.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Okay. So hi, please begin by introducing yourself.
Hi, my name is Kinya Nina Gitonga. Majority of the people know me by Kinya N Gitonga. I am a clinical psychologist by profession and currently working as an editor. Yes.
Okay. So what motivated you to start the Sound Mental Health Organization?
Okay. Sound Mental began in our second year in uni. My friend Scholastica and I were a little bit worried on how accessible mental health services are. And what we thought of is creating a forum, more specifically for young people and students, when it comes to accessing mental well-being. So that's when Sound Mental Health was born. And it has been, I think, 3 years now, where we are turning 4 very soon. So it has not been quite a smooth journey, but very promising and exciting for us. Yes.
So how did you find the event today?
Today was really awesome for me, I would say, because the idea of the awards came last year when we were having a mental health forum in Uganda. And so we were wondering what happens when we do not appreciate people at the grassroots levels who are doing something about mental health. Because most of the time we talk about institutions, organizations, well-known people. But what about that young person out there who is doing their very best and still they're not seen? So that's when it came. I am an author myself. So the idea was a book awards initially, but we thought that since our focus is mental health, let us begin it. So I would say I'm turning a year older in 2 days, and so I'm turning a year older very happy and excited, especially because of today's awards. Planning it has been hectic, but seeing it happen and become, I'm very excited. Yes.
So with that vision, what more can you expect from Sound Mental in the coming years?
What's more to expect? More and more programs on mental health. We have expanded to 4 counties right now, and we have 1 in Uganda. So we are hoping to expand to Tanzania by next year and reach out at least 5 more counties in Kenya. So we are hoping to expand our reach, have more of these awards, but bigger and better, and being able to also offer fellowship programs now for individuals doing mental health work. Yes.
So thank you so much for your time, and thank you for inviting us to this event as well.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining in. And I'll still invite you again on September 6th, where we'll be launching this book. Same place, same time.
Thank you.
September 6th.
Thank you so much. Okay. Bye.